Tonight's edition of Arizona Giving and Leading focuses on Childhelp, an organization that works to prevent child abuse and provide services to victims. For more on Childhelp, we welcome Benah Parker. Tonight's edition of Arizona Giving and Leading focuses on Childhelp, an organization that works to prevent child abuse and provide services to victims. For more on Childhelp, we welcome Benah Parker, the group's National Director of Prevention Education. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Okay, Childhelp is what?
Childhelp is the leading nonprofit dedicated to preventing and treating the effects of child abuse and neglect.
Childhelp is what?
Childhelp is the leading nonprofit.
See you. Okay. Childhelp is what?
Childhelp is the leading nonprofit dedicated to preventing and treating the effects of child abuse and neglect. We've been dedicated to preventing and treating the effects of child abuse and neglect. We've been in existence for about 56 years, and in that time we've served over 9 million children nationwide.
56. How did this all get started?
Our two founders, Sarah O'Meara and Yvonne Feddersen, basically they were on a USO tour. After a giant storm, they were out taking a walk and they found a group of 11 children kind of huddled after a storm. They brought them into their hotel, in existence for about 56 years, and in that time we've served over 9 million children nationwide.
56. How did this all get started?
Our two founders, Sarah O'Meara and Yvonne Feddersen.
How did this all get started?
Our two founders, Sarah O'Meara and Yvonne Feddersen, basically they were on a USO tour. After a giant storm, they were out taking a walk and they found a group of 11 children kind of huddled after a storm. They brought them into their hotel, realized that these children had been basically neglected. They were not accepted by their families. And that was when they kind of realized what a need there was. So they worked with those children, developed some services there, and then came back to the U.S. and kind of created Childhelp.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Define child abuse.
Oh, child abuse by their families. And that was when they kind of realized what a need there was. So they worked with those children, developed some services there, and then came back to the U.S. and kind of created Childhelp.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Define child abuse.
Oh, child abuse. It's pretty much there. Every state kind of has some of their own definitions, but the broad understanding is physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, neglect, bullying and cyberbullying fall in under that as well.
Has that definition changed, you think, over the years?
I would assume so. As technology continues to grow and we see a lot more of the impact of cyberbullying and the abuse that children can visit on each other, I think some of those things have been added in. Yeah.
And if someone sees the sign, first of all, how do you know? How do you know the signs of this kind of, especially the emotional abuse?
Yeah, no, there's signs and symptoms of abuse. Obviously, we have training. I oversee Childhelp Speak Up, Be Safe, which is our prevention education curriculum. So we have training for our facilitators to help understand some of the signs and symptoms of abuse. When we work with school districts, we have mandatory reporter training, but we have resources on our website to help parents and community members kind of learn what some of those signs and symptoms are and how to recognize them in the children that they're around.
Address for that website?
Childhelp.org.
Childhelp.org. Programs to prevent child abuse and programs to provide services to victims. What are we talking about here?
Childhelp, we have a lot of programs. We have brick and mortar facilities in Arizona, in California, in Virginia, and in Tennessee. And there we have residential treatment centers. We have some foster care. Here in Arizona, we have the Childhelp Children's Advocacy Center of Arizona. And then nationwide, we have the Childhelp National Child Abuse Hotline. That's a hotline that's available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's staffed with trained counselors, master's degree, so that anybody, whether it's a child in crisis or a parent or community member who's concerned about a child, can call that hotline and get access to services in their communities. And then there's the prevention education curriculum, which is nationwide as well.
Wow. As far as child abuse reports, we've had a lot of controversy in this state over the program. Yeah. In general, from what you've seen, are those reports increasing, decreasing? Are they changing?
I personally am not an expert on the exact numbers, historically how they've changed. I know at our Childhelp Children's Advocacy Center of Arizona, in 2014, more than 8,000 children came through those doors, and that's just in the Phoenix area. Yeah. I know nationwide, on average, 5 children a day die due to child abuse or neglect, and that's 5 too many. That's a number that, as a society, we cannot accept. Arizona, unfortunately, is one of the worst in the nation. We report about 10% higher cases of abuse than the national average. So it's an epidemic that people don't recognize and don't talk about, but it's very much there, and unfortunately, in every community.
So we have state programs. We obviously have Childhelp here, which is a national program and a way to get this information out there. What more needs to be done?
I think raising awareness, helping communities understand that it is an epidemic and that there are things they can learn and do. For example, with Childhelp Speak Up, Be Safe, this is a child-focused program, pre-kindergarten through 12th grade, that comes into the schools and helps children learn basic safety rules. The overarching message is that adults are responsible for keeping children safe, but there are things that children can learn that will help those adults, whether it's basic body autonomy, whether it's recognizing internet predators, all those different types of things are in that curriculum.
Interesting. All right, I understand there's a raffle, some sort of raffle going on.
Yes,
what's that
absolutely.
all about?
We have the Childhelp Mega Raffle. This is an opportunity to help a child and win a prize. It's here in Arizona. The net proceeds of the raffle will be used to expand services in the state. There are 2,900 prizes. The grand prize is a $700,000 home from Meritage Homes.
Holy smokes.
And there's a 1 in 20 chance of winning. So we think everyone should go to childhelpmegaraffle.org and help support our programs.
Childhelpmegaraffle.org, huh?
That's it.
All right. Congratulations on the great work, and good luck in the future.
Thank you so very much.
And Wednesday on Arizona Horizon, former Ambassador Kurt Volker joins us for the latest in foreign affairs, and Ruth Pointer of the Pointer Sisters will be here to discuss her new book. That's at 5:30 and 10 on the next Arizona Horizon. That is it for now. I'm Ted Simons. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great evening.